All right, so what you're going to do is on this sheet, you're going to first of all put your name, and then you're going to pull up your grade, like here, and look at your scores for Algebra 1. So I want you to go to the very top. You're going to skip over the MPs because you're not allowed to redo those. Keep in mind that MP1 is just like accuracy, MP2 is showing your work, MP3 is homework. So the first one we're going to go to is this first one. I can use algebra tiles to combine like terms. What I need you to do is match up with that line, which should be the first line on your sheet, and then put your score. So I have a green. I'm going to put a green in the box. Then I'm going to go on to the next one. I can use algebra tiles. I'm going to put my score in. Now, I went through and in my settings, I just have it hiding all of the rows that I don't have anything in. That's why mine is like really, really condensed. So I need you to do that all the way down the sheet. Put all of your scores in. So I've just done a few of them through here. All the way to the bottom of your grade. Once you get to the bottom, what I need you to do is put in how many greens you have, how many yellows you have, and how many reds you have listed. So let's see. So there's a total of 14 scores. So this should add up to 14, whatever you put here. Once you've got all that, what you're going to do is put your current grade, which your current grade is the 18-week semester grade down here. So I've got a B at this moment. I'm going to put that here. Now, since we said if you had a B plus or higher, you do not have to do any retakes if you do not want to. But if you have anything from a D to a B plus, you need to take at least one. Your choice of which one you're going to be able to pick. What my recommendation for you would be is to look at your grade and pick out the targets that you have a red on. So for example, I have a red on systems of equations. So I'm going to pick that target. Since I have a B and I'm above a D, a grade of a D, that means I'm allowed to just take one if I want, or I can take up to 3. So I'm going to make a little check mark next to any of them that I want to take. So I'm going to do systems of equations, and maybe I want to do solving absolute value equations. Once you check those, what's going to happen is I'm going to get you practice materials to make sure that you're ready for those 2 targets, or however many you've chosen. And then you'll do the retakes for those in class on Tuesday when I see you next time. Okay, so you're going to turn this sheet into me. So the first thing you need to do is, 1, need to input all your scores. Then you're going to pick your retakes. So as a reminder, if you are a B plus and up, it's optional. You can choose to take some, but you do not have to. If you are anywhere from a D to a B plus, you can take 1 to 3 retakes. If you have a D or below, you must take 3. Okay? Make sure you hand this half sheet back in. And I need this half sheet from you today. So you're not going to turn in anything else, or you're not going to hold on to it until next time.